And this is a mystery box.
Or the mystery box.
What's in the box?
Mystery box could be anything. It could even be a boat.
Okay, we're back. We're going to try another road trip collection box. Just a reminder, I have 7 of these long boxes that I got after a long road trip. These are not out of my dad's collection, which my sister Martha shipped to me. So, with that said, I'm going to open up this long box. Okay. 2/3 of these are in bags and boards. But if you watched the first one, the first video in this series, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. So, we're going to start with the Amazing Joy Buzzards. Image. This is a comic book I've never heard about, so I don't know what it is. It looks like a cross between like Scott Pilgrim and the Gorillas. We have the Atheist, the Agents, the Agency. Did I read that right? Is that? Yeah, so that's the Agents and the Agency. Okay. Ascension. This is a title I'm familiar with from Top Cow. Aphrodite 9, I've heard of that. I have not heard of Athena Incorporated, the Manhunter Project. We have more The Atheist. And more The Atheist. I'm really not familiar with most of these titles, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it's not super encouraging. Okay, Echo, Eve, Fathom. Fathom is another one I'm familiar with. It's pretty cheesecakey. A lot of Fathom. Killian's Tide. The Freshman. Girls is another title that I'm familiar with, but I don't know if 4 copies of issue 12 are going to be worth anything. Dark Angel, Dark Minds. These seem to be alphabetical. And the thing about that is, I'm kind of pulling from different places, so we might come across more stuff later on. Wildcats, Dead World, DEFCON, more Dead World. DEFCON 4. Another Echo. I don't know, you guys. I still haven't seen anything that's like super interesting. City of Heroes, a comic book based off of the moderately popular early 2000s MMORPG. Looks like we've got a few copies of 1 through 5 at least. Jump up to 11. I will say one thing. I noticed this. I'm going to go back. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back. These are written by Hickman. That's kind of interesting. He is one of my favorite writers. And I had no idea he wrote a comic book based off of an early 2000s moderately popular MMORPG. Here's Common Grounds, another Hickman comic. I'll read anything Hickman writes. Cursed, Cygor, another Image book, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another 5, another 3. We don't have the first one, more Dead World, Dark Angel, very manga-y, and more Dark Angel. I'm at least interested in the Hickman stuff. I might actually check that for pricing. Bone Rest, A World's End. Don't know what this is. There's a bunch of it. Paul Grist, Burglar Bill. This is at least the more interesting stuff that Image publishes. I mean, in the 90s, it was all blade hands and giant muscles covered with pouches. And then they got into more kind of interesting literary stuff. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. At this point, I'm just trying to get through these boxes. I don't think we're going to find anything super cool in them. These are the last of the bagged and boarded comics. Oh, Battle of the Planets. This is cool. I like that. Looks like these are both #1, just with different covers. That's cool. Battle of the Planets. Here's another #1. Beyond Avalon. Black Tide. Okay. That's all the bagged and boarded ones. Now we've just got loose issues. And I can tell that we're going to see more duplicates in here, so I'm going to try to grab them so that we can get past all the duplicates. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 copies of Focus #1, which is a free comic book that looks like it's hyping up that Millennium event. We saw a couple of those in one of the first couple videos that we did. Then we've got Electric Warrior #13, 4 issues of that, 2 copies of Electric Warrior 16, and then, okay, Tales of the Legion of Superheroes, and then some Justice League. This is Justice League International, Justice League America. You know, this is not in bad shape. I'm kind of surprised. Normally with these white covers, they get really discolored and kind of gross. For this one to have been sitting in a box for so long and not be terrible. Kid Eternity, this is an Ann Nocenti comic. We talked about her a little bit in one of the Daredevil episodes. Oh, cool. Okay. We're in guilty pleasure territory now. Forgotten Realms. These are Dungeons and Dragons comic books, published by DC. Back when Dungeons and Dragons was still made by TSR and not Wizards of the Coast. I'm a huge D&D fan. These comics are almost universally not very good, but it's pretty cool to have them. And so many of them, too. There are a lot of duplicates. That's a little bummer. Here we've got more Tail Gunner Joe. Fighting American. Electric Warrior. And we're back to the Focus. Great. Great. We have more copies of Focus #1 than we do Exo Manowar 31. Awesome. be on the lookout for an eBay listing of 20 copies of Focus number 1. Alright, the rest of these, let's see, more Justice League International, America, Electric Warrior, more Forgotten. I'm excited about these. I am not thrilled yet that I spent $400 on this collection, and so far the thing I'm most excited about is a bunch of old Forgotten Realms comics. Oh good, it's another copy of Focus 1. But at least there's something fun in here. And as we get into more of this, the Kid Eternity stuff is pretty good. And the DC stuff is okay. I'll keep this. I'll keep the DC stuff at least. I'm not going to keep the 25 copies of Focus number 1. But I feel like these Tales of the Legion of Superheroes and the Justice League Internationals and Justice Leagues of Americas, they at least have a spot in my collection. I'm not familiar with these characters. I have 2 to 3 copies of each book, but El Diablo. They're not totally without worth. Starman, Justice League Europe. The Elongated Man. That's kind of fun. Not mad at that. More Legion of Superheroes. Okay, we're almost done with this box. Hey, look at that. Detective Comic Books 601, a 75-cent Batman comic. The cover is kind of cool too. That's nice. Monster in my pocket. Ooh, neat. Frank Frazetta is a really, really famous fantasy artist. Shining Knight and Other Tales. Several copies. The Forever People. Several copies. More Electric Warrior. More Electric Warrior. New Teen Titans. Suicide Squad. These are titles at least that I'm aware of. Much more Justice League stuff. More Legion of Superheroes. Justice League Europe. And the last pile from this box. We're going to start off strong with more Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and then immediately drop into something strange with Time Walker. The Sword of Texas. Oh no. Rune. Samurai. Uh-oh. This is a bunch of weirdness. Leonard Nimoy's Primortals. You can find this all over the place. This was supposed to be like a really high concept sci-fi thing, and it just never went anywhere. Lost Universe, Cremator, Super 90s. He doesn't have enough pouches, but otherwise. Battle Gods, Son of Ambush Bug, 5 copies of Son of Ambush Bug number 3. This is a 6-part mini-series. Here we go. The last little bit. Electric Warrior. Electric Warrior. El Diablo. Ultimate Spider-Man 12. That's kind of cool. This is an early Ultimate Spider-Man comic book. That might actually be worth a few bucks. And Green Lantern number 9. Maybe a solo, maybe not. Alright, that's it. Next box coming up soon.